Hello YouTube, this is Gorn Fan 291. This is the Doritos NHL Series, race 19 from Atlanta Moore Speedway. On the pole today is Austin Ogo, and alongside is Steve Pollard there. Surprised I haven't made that mistake more often. Oriole Pollard will start alongside Drew Austin, row 2, Cody Moore, Brian James, row 3. Here is your command.
Drivers, start your engines!
James Silverfox, Henry Sanford, row 4, and Lily Murphy and Kyle Austin, row 5. Looks like everyone got off just fine. Yep. So it's actually, I'm going to accelerate this a little bit. There we go. Let's see, where's the host driver starting? Towards the back. Angel Navarro starting out. I'd say about 20th. The Chevy Camaro pace car pulls off, field under the control of Austin Ogo. We'll be waiting for the starter to throw the green flag. When he does, 33 laps of racing. There they go, the green flag is out. We're underway from Atlanta. Through turns 1 and 2, I'd almost expect a pit stop at least. Oriole Pollard right on the back bumper of Steve. Those two trying to fight to get back into the playoffs. Austin Ogo trying to as well. He's 15th in the Eastern Conference. Here comes Steve. And Steve comes in about 12th. Oriole came into the race 10th in those standings. Down the back straightaway. Let's see how this one is. Here comes Drew Austin. We'll get the flyby shot here as they come off at turn number 2. Looks like 3 wide, almost 4 wide as they go down the back straightaway. Three wide for third behind Steve Pollard here. It's Lily Murphy, Joey Murphy, and Will Goss. 3 guys out of the Eastern Conference. So far, the Eastern Conference showing domination once again as Steve Pollard goes for the race lead. Lily Murphy backs out of it as Amy Shelley was going to make it 4 wide. As Drew Austin once again goes for the race lead, these two flip-flopping it back and forth continuously. We're still green flag racing. As now Will Goss joins the party. Looking for a line to go. Looks like he's choosing the middle almost. Chooses to duck back in behind Drew Austin. Looks low. Peeking, and he is there. Will Goss, second in the Eastern Conference standings coming into the race, going for the race lead. Not going to lead that lap, but he might lead the next one, as that's Oriole Pollard coming up on the inside line. 3 wide for second as they go down the back straightaway. In behind leader Will Goss. 3 wide throughout the pack. Oriole Pollard grabs it, and I believe that is Harrison Buckeye in the 96 that follows through. Yes, it is. And now he's going for second position. 4 wide in behind them. They settled it out though. Looked like they were almost 5 wide there. Once again 4 wide, this time as they come off of turn number 4. Still 4 wide as they go off into turn number 1. And that settles down to 2 wide action. Cody Moore falling off the pace a little bit. As Harrison Buckeye tries to look for some help here to try and get up to Will Goss. Doesn't have it as Kyle Austin goes for 3rd spot on Steve Pollard. Jeff James now moving his way up to 5th. Love this camera angle, especially coming down here because you can see the battling going on in the back. You know, there's no battling going on up front. Harrison now is getting a draft off of Will Goss. He's pulling in closer, which will help out Kyle Austin on back. Try and close in. Jeff James now to 4th as he got by Steve Pollard in the middle of turns 3 and 4. Oriel Pollard working his way back up to the front. He fell back as, to 10th spot and is underneath Drew Austin for 9th. Now it's Nick Nalman. Oh, well, actually, that was for 8th. Jeff James right to the back bumper of Kyle Austin. And now Nick Nalman's cleared Drew Austin for 9th spot on track. As here comes Jeff James to make it Eastern Conference, Western Conference, Eastern, Western, the top 4. Lean, mean, and green so far here from Atlanta Motor Speedway. Steve Pollard now goes for 4th. Yeah, that's for 4th. And here comes Angel Navarro out of nowhere. He snuck up into the top 5 now. So now Kyle Austin falling to the back as Joey Murphy was peaking, but Oriel Pollard gets inside Joey. Not going to deter Joey as Joey goes 3 wide into the middle there. Now Angel Navarro going for 4th spot here underneath Steve Pollard as Oriel Pollard has moved up to 6th. Haven't missed anything up front as you see it right there. Harrison Buckeye still trying to close in on the bumper. Looks like that Toyota Camry though for the Atlanta Thrashers. Fully on full power here today. Just charging through the field. Joey Murphy now underneath Oriel Pollard trying for 6th spot there. As Angel Navarro hasn't turned the fastest lap, but looks like he's turned the most consistent. Actually, Harrison Buckeye in 2nd spot has the fastest lap. Never mind, not turning the fastest laps because he's slower than the 3 guys he's trying to chase down. Well, maybe he's just trying to save some fuel here. Still slower than everyone. Jeff James, the fastest of the 3 leaders that last time by. Single file racing throughout the pack. I believe that is Oriel Pollard in a battle with Nick Nalman for the 7th position on track. Henry Sanford trying to get underneath Kyle Austin for 9th. Angel Navarro actually comes into this race 8th in the Eastern Conference standings, so a good run here. He's 3rd in the Eastern Conference among the top Eastern Conference drivers so far. Well, he closed in a little bit. He was faster than at least the 80 car. Kyle Austin stuck on the outside line now. He's going to be outside the top 10 by the time he finds a spot in line behind Drew Austin. If there's ever a battle for lead, we will actually take you back up there. Meanwhile, we'll just look at some of the other runners in the field. You have Steve Pollard currently in 5th. Joey Murphy in 6th. Nick Naum in 7th. Oriole Pollard is in 8th. And here's the best battle on track. It is for 9th between Henry Buckeye, Kyle Austin, and Henry Sanford. Now Kyle Austin going for the 9th spot. Not able to get there. We continue to go through the field. Henry Sanford having a good run here in the just outside the top 10. Actually now underneath Kyle Austin for the 10th spot. Gonna have that as he comes off of turn number 4 down to the stripe. Kyle Austin now trying for a crossover underneath the Chevy Impala. Drew Austin now underneath Henry Sanford has got a string of Chevys here. Lily Murphy, the top gun in the Eastern Conference coming in, currently running 14th. Here's the battle for 16th between Mike Wagner and James Silverfox out of the Western Conference. Speeds have incredibly slowed down. They were at 200 going into that turn earlier in the race. You see the final couple cars there. Now they're barely able to get a... Well, actually, let's see among the leaders how fast they're getting. They are just a little bit slower. Top speeds in practice were about 204 going into turn number 1. There you saw about 201 going into turn number 1 that time around. Harrison Buckeye still trying to close in on the back bumper of the New York Islanders number 80 car. Jeff James maybe trying to make it an Eastern Conference 1-2. Angel Navarro over a second back of this battle. A good run for the Atlanta Thrashers if they can hold on to that. They're in their own little zip code because it's almost a second back to Steve Pollard in 5th. Let's see if pit stops have to end up playing a factor in this. Down the back straightaway. Looks like Harrison's can get a run going down the back straightaway, but nothing. He can't get anywhere close to Will Goss going through turns 3 and 4. Apparently gotta hurry this up. Lightning in the area. It sucks for trying to do this, but oh well. So we'll try and... We won't stay too long afterwards. Sorry, folks. We'll give you the results, and that will be it. Harrison Buckeye still trying to close in on the leaders. Angel Navarro a distant 4th there. As we're underneath 10 laps to go here from Atlanta. Down the back straightaway once again. Jeff James goes way high. I think Harrison Buckeye is going to pit. So is Will Goss. Jeff James does not. He will take over the lead. And Angel Navarro will stay out as well. Take over the 2nd spot. I think everyone's going to have to pit, but this could be a matter of who stays out the longest. Who will actually have the better pit stop. Let's see if Jeff will come in. He will, yes. Angel Navarro is. But Nick Nauman is not. And one other person as well. Looks like Kyle Austin in the 5, yes. A few others staying out. We'll watch the leaders now. see, this time around, looks like Nauman will pit. Yes, he will. So will Kyle Austin. And it looks like Harrison Buckeye beat Will Goss off pit road. Yes, he did. Mike Wagner stayed out. He is the race leader. So Harrison Buckeye looks like he will... Well, actually, this could be the battle for the lead if Mike has to pit. Jeff gets out before. Mike comes in. So here's your battle for the race lead, I believe. And it's going to be between Jeff James and Harrison Buckeye to decide this one. As that was for them to take, or it'll be 3 to go at the stripe for these guys. And a bad pit stop for Angel Navarro puts him outside the top 10 right now. As there's Mike Wagner. So this is now the battle for the race lead. It is between Jeff James and Harrison Buckeye with 3 laps to go. Through 3 and 4. Harrison peaking low. This will allow the second pack of cars to try and close in a little bit. At the line is about half a car length. Give that one to Jeff James, but Harrison Buckeye now takes the lead and might lead to the white flag, but it will be interesting to see if he leads the checkered. These two will see the white flag this time by. Will it be Colorado or Toronto? White flag, 1 lap to go for Harrison Buckeye. Does Jeff James have anything for him? It's just going to be these two. I don't think Jeff's got enough. He's nowhere close. Through 3. Out of 4. Harrison Buckeye and the Colorado Avalanche are going to win at Atlanta. Jeff James second. Joey Murphy got third. It was close between Will Goss and Nick Nauman for 4th. Angel Navarro came home 6th at the host track. And that's your race. Quickly show the results here. See Joey Murphy, Will Goss, Nick Nauman. Then Angel Navarro, Kyle Austin, Steve Pollard, Henry Buckeye, and Bub Phillips. That was your top 10. Amy Shelley, Drew Austin, Zach Buchanan, Oriel Pollard, Cody Moore, Jake Williams, Henry Sanford, James Shelley, Mike Wagner, and Lily Murphy, the top 20. Don Capps, James Silverfox, Daniel Day, Charles Sanford, Jeffrey Buckeye, Mark Matthews, Stephen Pollard III, Kevin White, Brian James, and Austin Ogo rounded out your field. Sorry guys, gotta go real quick. This has been Gorn Fantino 1, bringing you the Doritos NHL series. See you guys next time. Round number 20 will be from Phoenix Motor Speedway, home of the Coyotes. See you guys there.